Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. If last week's Google Cloud Next overemphasis on generative AI is a preview of what AWS is planning for reInvent, you can give yourself a terrific gift by canceling your ticket and staying home, because you will miss nothing of actual substance. Yes, generative AI is neat. Yes, I believe it can unlock value all over the place, but watching middle-aged companies tripping all over themselves to pivot their entire messaging around it is neither of those things. It's just sad. Now, what did AWS get up to last week? Amazon QuickSight adds scheduled and programmatic export to Excel format. QuickSight now supports exporting to its better-featured, less expensive competitor. Amazon S3 now supports multi-value answer in response to DNS queries. One great database learns to integrate with another. AWS Backup now supports local time zone selections. This is a good use of time zones that doesn't change the underlying data store's understanding of time. Good work. AWS Lambda functions powered by AWS Graviton 2 now available in 6 additional regions. Ooh, now do HTTP APIs gateway, and I'll be able to deploy to those regions as well in time for my upcoming CDK Day talk. AWS Neuron adds support for Llama 2, Gippity Neo X, and SDXL generative AI models. What the heck is AWS Neuron? Oh, it's an SDK for generative AI hardware nonsense, so it can be safely ignored. AWS Private CA launches Connector for Active Directory. I have it from multiple authorities that this is a big deal for customers running Windows workloads. Apparently, this is actually serverless and just works for customers. Sweet. Say goodbye to the CA on a local thumb drive. Streamlining prior authorization with Treatline's generative AI platform for healthcare and insurance providers. Oh, hell yes. Thanks for making it easier for people who are not doctors to weigh in on how doctors are treating their patients. Good work, Amazon. Updating AWS CloudFormation stacks without service disruption to support rapid business innovation. When a post on the AWS partnership blog starts with the phrase, "as a DevOps engineer," you know AWS has just given up completely on targeted marketing and are just spewing out random content bits via every content channel or orifice they can gather. Why AWS customers choose to procure software through channel partners in AWS Marketplace. Yes, I'm sure customers, Company 1, are just lining up to buy some vendor, Company 2's, software through the AWS Marketplace, Company 3, by way of some random fourth company. Announcing Amazon Managed Service for Apache Flink, renamed for Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics. Oh, great. An AWS service gets renamed from a bad name to a somehow worse one, but at least it's more descriptive. AMSAF it is. Deploy Amazon OpenSearch serverless with Terraform. Terraform isn't really open source, and OpenSearch serverless isn't really serverless, so this tracks. How AWS App Fabric helps companies overcome tech overload. AWS has launched so many nonsense competing services that the only answer is it doesn't, because people stopped paying attention long before whatever the hell App Fabric is ever saw the light of day. Reinventing the in-store experience with smart store solutions. Well, this is a fun combination of stalking the customers meets firing most of your staff meets making the customer do some of the work the staff you just fired used to do. I can't wait. Automatically generate impressions from findings in radiology reports using generative AI on AWS. Yes, sirree, Bob. Radiology is precisely the niche in which I want a computer to blatantly make shit up. Great plan. How MongoDB and AWS collaborated to enable running the open source MongoDB Kafka connector in managed environments. Oh, right. AWS came out with Amazon Basics MongoDB, they call it DocumentDB, at the nadir of their ability to partner with other companies. So now it's time to trot them out for another hostage video talking about how great everything is in partnership land. And finally, embracing our broad responsibility for securing digital infrastructure in the European Union. You mean that broad responsibility you've spent millions upon millions of dollars lobbying explicitly against? Sure, Jan. And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn. Let's keep going.